Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a great weekend. It's just starting, and welcome to yet another Q&A Saturday mornings with dynamic places for us, a place for the entrepreneur on a small budget. Thank you for coming again. Welcome. And today I will be doing the presentation as every different day. I will be asking a question that I receive from my audience. I will be answering the question and then we'll have a small break for Q&As from the audience and I will be answering as many calls as I can. Every time you have a question, you can always call or you can email me at info@placesforus.com. So welcome. Thank you for your participation. Hope you're having a good day. Today we do have a question from the audience in regards to web presence. So the question goes like this. What is the type of internet presence to have when you operate on a small budget? Do I need a website? Do I need social media? Do I need a blog? Do I need to have all of these or some of these? It's really confusing. Can you help me decide? Thank you. And this question is from Laura. Laura, thank you very much. I have been having some questions in regards to this topic from different people, and I know that you all want to know how to actually have a presence online without spending an arm and a leg. Also, to figure out if you need all of these, some of these, or the all. I'm sorry, which are the ones that are very important for your particular business. Now, I do start with a quote, and today I will be quoting W. Clement Stone. Definiteness, definiteness of purpose is the starting point of all achievements. So definitely you want to know what to go to do, how to start, and what exactly road to take in order to have a good internet presence on a minimal budget. So thank you, Laura, and I will be trying to answer as much as I can in regards to this subject. What is an online presence? Basically, an online presence is your website, a blog, the social media, which can be Google Plus or LinkedIn or Facebook, and also the networking. And this could be online or offline networking, just like with any other media. And I will be getting a little bit into each and every one of these, but I want to make sure that you guys understand the fact that a website is really a very important thing to have because a website is basically your storefront online that where customers are coming to see what type of services and products you're providing and to decide if they are willing to buy or maybe just willing to communicate or ask questions in regards to your product. A blog is just a way of communicating and keeping people informed about what's going on in your business and what's going on about your product and services. And also in regards to all kind of information that you want to provide to them in order to generate some leads from your website or your blog. Now, the social media is a place where people are gathering up and they're finding out about each other's product or services or each other's needs and support, and also a place where you can actually make friends or actually be able to find maybe a focus group or people the same kind of topics that they discuss, and that you can actually have this collaboration online. Networking, what's networking? Networking is basically making connection with people, letting them know what you're doing, and try to find out if your product and services is needed in the niche that you're selling. Now, what is the website? The website is your storefront. There are different ways you can create a website, but you have to keep in mind three things. For having a website on internet presence, you will have first a domain name. The domain name points the reader or the visitor to a specific name or address on the internet where you actually have your files uploaded to, and they are always online and always available to anyone who comes to visit. It is your storefront. So If you choose to do a domain name, there are domain name registers, which actually a hosting provider can also help you with registering your domain. And that would be www.yourname, whatever you're choosing for your company. And there are different dots, .com, .org, .net, .edu, depending on the type of company you have or the business that you have. You can register them under different dot versions. Secondly, you need a hosting provider, and that would be the company who would allow you to put your website or files or information online, and they will host this. Just like, think about it just like a phone company. The domain name is basically your phone number, your domain name, your address where people are going to visit. And the hosting provider is the service that you get from your, let's say, phone company. Would be that an international calling or service that you can call within your city limits. And this is also the hosting provider's type of information that you will want to find out what exactly they offer, how much space they offer on their site, how much bandwidth they offer, so how much traffic you can have without restricting your website or restricting access to your information. And then the third one, you need an actual program or somebody to create a website for you. Now, a lot of hosting providers provide a domain name, the hosting space, and also some kind of a templates online that you can actually fill out, and you can create really fast a web presence. Now, there are also different type of programs that you can use in order to create a website, and that would be the easiest one like Microsoft Word or Microsoft PowerPoint, or there are small HTML programs that are available online for free. But in order to create one with these type of programs, you will have to have some HTML knowledge, and that's a programming jargon. So basically, this is what you want to look at. This is what the website is. This is the place you're inputting your information. You're giving the customers a look at what exactly you're selling, who you are, what you're doing, and why you're providing this information or services or products to your customers. Now, on the other side, the blog is a completely different type of presence. A blog can also be linked into a website, and some of the hosting providers allow you to have a blog on your website, which you don't have to go on a different place to create it. But the blog basically is not really, well, some of the blogs, they allow you to actually have pages on them. And the pages are kind of just like your website and a presence. So you can have an about page and an info page and a product page and a service page and so on. And where you can create your blog, which basically is a communication between you and your customers, prospects or leads, in order to provide them some information about what you're doing, how you're doing it, what you have online, what exactly they should be aware of, or any kind of information that you think that you can actually gather more visitors and be interested in the topics that you're talking about. So basically your blog is kind of like a, let's think like a newspaper, but something that you can interact with, so people can leave your comments, people can ask questions, and you can answer them online, so for everybody to interact in regards to this. Now, the social media is about kind of like a blog and maybe a little small version of your website. And the social media can be a presence like Facebook, and probably a lot of people have already Facebook because it's a good social media. And what happens on Facebook? You're putting actually out information, pictures, uh, news and all kind of interested things for others to see, and you befriend them and they're coming in and out and they're telling to others, and this is a good tool to propagate your information through the internet in order for people to find out about you. Now, if you do decide to do social media, if you already have a Facebook, I would suggest you start a Facebook page, which will be only in regards to your business. Don't mingle the two, the personal and the business, because a lot of friends would feel really hurt if you start advertising your company through the Facebook. They might just want to know what you're doing. But if you're opening a page, which is a business page, then you can have friends coming that actually turn into customers, and everybody's happy this way. Also, a very good lead generation program, because you do have a lot of people coming in and you do have a lot of email addresses that you can actually later on send out a newsletter or more information about what you're doing. Networking is a different type of media. Networking is basically something that is linked in between your website, your social media, your blog, your newspapers, your ads. And this is basically finding a community where you can actually talk to and get information and send information, find out what's going on, maybe collaborate with these people. And this is also a very good way of propagating your information through the internet, because by networking, you can ask other people to post maybe information that you have on your blog. You can post for them on your blog, and you find out that you can easily create a highway that would bring in and out customers, visitors, and leads. And you might be able to get more leads this way because the other people that you have asked in your network to give this information out to their customers, they might have much more customers than you do, and they might be interested in your product and services. So basically, this is what I can answer in regards to website creation, internet presence, social networking, and so on. If you're interested, I do have a short training seminars that I have created in regards to these kind of topics, which includes an internet presence on a limited budget, of course, social media, and also blogging. Now, you have to understand, you may be able to do this all for free if you know where to go and how to create your own web presence. But just be aware, free is free, and usually you do have very, very limited things that you can do in those templates that they are provided, or maybe just the hosting that provides, and also being hosted by somebody on a free server. That means your domain name will have some extension to it. So it's not going to be just www.yourname.com. It's going to be www somebody else's name dot somebody else slash whatever your web is going to be created and provided at. So just be aware of these. Now, also, if you want to go with designers, be aware that designers can charge you very, very much. Plus, be aware that you will have to be able to tell the designer to create a website in regards to what you're doing, not how they perceive your business. Because this is what happens. You're spending all this money and you're not able to actually provide the information that you want, because you're getting into these all colors and beautiful things and whatnot, but the information on the site, it's not relevant to your product or services. So just be aware of that. So hopefully I answered your question, Laura. And if you have more questions, please do visit me at www.placesforus.com. Find out what type of training I can provide. Or you can send me an email, info@placesforus.com. I will be answer as much as I can and help you as much as I can in your dilemma. So we will stop now for Q&A questions, and please do send them in case you're not at the meeting today. And don't forget, next week, same time, 8 o'clock sharp, another Q&A Saturdays. Send in your information so I can actually spread the word, and also give me some questions so I can provide good answers in these Q&A sessions. If you liked what you see, please do comment below on the box and let me know what else you would be interested to hear. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.